Alright, we're going to talk next about standard enthalpy of formation. And on occasion, I may refer to enthalpy as heat. That's usually the way it was referred to when I was in school. So if I do, that's what I mean. And standard enthalpy of formation is given abbreviation delta H naught sub F. Okay, that's how you know you're dealing with a standard enthalpy of formation. And let me give you the definition. It is the enthalpy change for the formation of 1 mole of substance in standard state from elements in standard state. Remember we talked about standard state last time, 25 degrees Celsius, 1 atmosphere. Okay, so I think the easiest thing to do here is just give you an example. So let's just say we want to know the delta H naught of formation for H2O, okay? Well, we can just simply look it up. Delta H naught of F for H2O liquid is negative 285.8 kilojoules per mole. But what does that mean? Delta H's are for reactions. What's the reaction? Okay, so you got to remember we're forming 1 mole of a substance, H2O liquid, okay, from elements in their standard state. So what are the two elements water is made of? Well, it's made up of oxygen, gaseous oxygen, and it is made up of hydrogen. Oops. Now, is that a balanced chemical equation? Absolutely not. So what we could do is we put a 1/2 there. And I know you're probably thinking, well, we were told not to use halves. Well, we have to form 1 mole of our product, okay? It has to be 1 mole. So in order to balance the equation, because O2 is diatomic in its standard state, we have to use a 1/2. All right. Oh, and then the delta H naught of formation is the negative 285.8 kilojoules per mole. All right, let's do another one. Maybe you should pause your video. Well, hang on a sec. Okay, let's get this written out, and then you can pause your video. So do C2H5OH, and I'll give you the delta H naught of formation. Negative 277.7 kilojoules per mole. Give me the equation that delta H goes for. All right, I assume you paused your video and worked it out. You really need to be doing that, practicing. So just recall, you may not know, C2H5OH. This is ethanol. You guys all know what the standard state of that is. That's a liquid. Okay, that's just alcohol. So all we have to do is look and see what is ethanol made of. Well, it is made of 2 carbons. Carbon's solid, and we could put graphite there, but I'm not going to bother. It's made of 6 hydrogens, so 3 H2 gas, and it is made of 1 oxygen, so 1/2 O2 gas. And then the delta H naught of F is equal to negative 277.7 kilojoules per mole. Okay. So in the next video, I'll show you an application for delta H naught of F.